Good morning, Pisces. This is going to be your January reading. Like I was saying in my other videos, I wasn't even going to make any videos this month just because, you know, the holidays and everything. I was like, I could use like a month to kind of recharge, but, you know, then I did. So here I am. I'm using my mini deck. Back on the tarot cards again. It's a little dark in here. Trying to get some more light generated. It's early. Got done with my paper route and I said, you know what? Let me make a couple videos. All right, give me some cards for Pisces. Cards for Pisces, and we got those. All right, my energy oracle deck, and this one is determined to come out. Cards for Pisces, cards for Pisces. Come on. Aha. I manifested that one. All right, my Witch's Oracle cards. Alright, my angel cards. Wow. They are together. Wait a minute. Okay. Another energy oracle. All right. So, and I don't have my book that says what each one of these cards is about. So I'm just reading them intuitively. What we have right here, you see how she's like stuck inside of a maze, and she can't figure out how to get out. And there's actually someone else here that's talking to her, trying to explain, you know, basically how to get out of this maze. And really, I feel like this is symbolic of the mind because there's quite a few swords cards here. So definitely a mental energy, definitely stuck in your mind. You have a problem that has you boggled right now. You can't figure out a way to see your way out of it. Really not knowing which way to go next. That is the energy that I'm getting with this card of really being mentally stuck. Because to clarify that card, we have walking away from a situation. Basically, the energy that I'm getting is walking away from several situations because just being really tired, really being energetically depleted. Um, and as and Pisces are very empathic, very intuitive anyway. Sorry, my stomach's growling. um, and so I feel like you've been like the sponge that's just been soaking up all these different energies, and it's really leaving you without the creative energy that you need to create the situation that you need. This walking away was actually very smart, especially if you have people who are indeed draining your energy. This can be at work, this can be neighbors, this can be family. But this is definitely happening as far as really feeling like, your energy is just being sucked out of you. And this could also be borders too. This can actually symbolize setting boundaries to where other people can access your energy, knowing the difference between your energy and other people's. We have the Knight of Discs. And really being in your own little creative bubble, doing writing, music, just whatever it is that really makes your heart sing. When you kind of disconnect, this is that your own little special world that you kind of go into. This world that you've created for yourself, this safe place, whether it be home, whether it be, in your own imagination. Because like I said, I feel like, you've really been stuck in your head. This is the recharge card. This for you. This is that recharge of really, like I said, disconnecting, really connecting to what really resonates with you on a soul level. This is how you kind of come back. This is how you really rebuild your energy after other people kind of deplete it. And I feel like too, like maybe a lot of people have been coming to you for help lately. And you are a very kind, very sympathetic, very empathetic person. But do not let people take advantage of you to the point where you have nothing left for yourself. We have wealthy man. And the message that I'm getting is that some people really get ahead off the backs of other people. People who don't know how to kind of fill their own cup. So they look toward other people to kind of fill their cup for them. That is the energy that I'm getting here, that, this sort of this vampire energy of people really draining you dry and really, like if you have some sort of skill, maybe you fix things, maybe you sew or, something. Make sure plumbing is coming up. Like maybe you've been doing some plumbing work for somebody. Make sure that you are getting fair pay for that. Make sure that whatever type of service or products that you have, that you are getting fair pay. All right, we have the Tower card. I know this is the Tower. And it's like this tower moment that's coming down, or maybe you're realizing that the people that you thought were really for you are not for you. I mean, the whole past year, 2020, all the way up until now, has really been a time of reckoning where people are realizing that, there's like this rift. You're not for me. I thought you were, but you're not. So it's kind of like this energy that's coming through where, this rift between family, this rift between friends, between coworkers. over ideologies. Now, you have to understand too that, we are still connected. We are one consciousness. I've been doing a lot of, research, a lot of learning, a lot of studying, a lot of taking in of knowledge. And basically, in order to raise the vibrations of the planet, we have to disconnect from the collective consciousness that we are a part of in order to go within and find our own peace. This is very important. This is very crucial to the raising of the vibrations of the planet right now, is that disconnect. So maybe that's what you're feeling with this Tower card here, this disconnect, this walking away from people, this need to really be alone, this need for solitude right now, as you find your own peace. And Pisces really are at the forefront of ascension, because you guys have always been very connected to your intuition, to that your higher self, to your higher mind. And so you're going to start receiving more signs than ever before. So definitely watch for them. Staff stability. And it's interesting, with this water here, because, I'm a Scorpio, I'm a water sign as well. These watery emotions, and they run really, really deep. So you're really being asked to really get in touch with whatever emotions you feel right now. If you're feeling anger, that anger is a sign of something bigger, because anger is such a safe emotion to kind of go to. And I really pick up on the fact that you have been feeling a lot of anger lately, just a lot of frustration, a lot of discouragement with how things are going in the world today. That's the reason why it's so important to disconnect. Disconnect, turn off, the news for a while, disconnect from social media, really do a complete and total detox. Go outside, kind of ground yourself in nature. Definitely maybe find a body of water to go out to that you can sit by. All right, we have the Nine of Discs. And this card is almost always associated with pets, with nature, with animals, with having an animal companion. And so if you have an animal companion, now is a really good time to really connect with them, because, they can really sense and feel any type of anxiety coming from you. So if they've been acting differently, this is why. Get out, take them for a walk. And really connect to them, like on a soul level. We can connect to animals. They are so much more high vibrational than we are. I actually got into an argument with somebody, not an argument, because I don't really argue with people, but like a debate last year with someone who basically was trying to say that animals don't feel, they don't know anything, they're a lower life form. And I was saying, that's very egotistical for human beings to say that. Because this person was trying to say that animals just move out of instinct, they don't move out of love. Well, anyone who's ever had a pet knows this is not true. That is not true at all. In fact, animals move without the conditions that we move with as humans. We place so many conditions on each other, and animals don't place those type of conditions. Yeah, they need fed. Yes, they're going to love us when we feed them. But, think about all of the animals who have, it's really sad to say, who have been abused and taken advantage of by their owners, and they still have love for them, Same with children. So I would say that they are very high vibrational compared to humans. All right, we have dietary changes. Improve your diet and your life will improve. I know I have really been working on eating higher vibrational food, staying away from junk food, staying away from fast food, eating more fruits and vegetables. Plants speak to us. Plants also are very high vibrational. I mean, you think that, they're just plants. But the very essence, the very energy of a plant can transform us, whether it be, using food as medicine, herbs, anything like that. And I don't eat meat. I mean, I eat fish occasionally, and I'm not advocating for a plant based diet, but you have to be really careful when you do take in meat because you don't know how the animals were raised. And if that animal suffered or was treated poorly, that essence is going to become a part of who you are. And so I do feel like these two cards do go together. So if you have been thinking about going on a plant-based diet, this is your green light, whatever it is that you've been kind of focusing on, this is, your sign from the universe. And I did say, really pay attention to signs, Pisces, because you're going to be receiving a lot of them. All right, we have the Four of Swords. This is all about fears. Really being, stuck in your mind and, being almost scared to leave the house almost. And a lot of people are. A lot of people are terrified of germs. They're terrified of violence. They're terrified of what's going on in the world today. And although you are really supposed to, kind of go within right now, release these fears and understand that whatever it is that you are fearful of, fears do manifest. So you're going to really want to take a look at these fears, figure out where they are coming from, really get in touch with these feelings that you have right now that are coming up. And like I said, nature will definitely ground you, and definitely disconnecting for a few days. We have the Merciful One, compassion, release, and relief. So yes, I do feel like a lot of these fears, a lot of these feelings that you're feeling is because you are so empathic and you are so compassionate. And so these things, like when you read something in the news, it affects you more deeply. That's the reason why you're really being asked to disconnect from the collective right now. And show more compassion to yourself. Really go within and really discover, what kind of changes you were supposed to make personally, individually, and really focus on yourself. If you have a romantic partner right now, possibly take take a little bit of time off. Really, and I feel like there is some space between the two of you right now, just because you have walked away from people and really kind of become very introverted. And this is not a bad thing. Oftentimes, when we become very introverted, we associate it with like depression. Oh, I'm depressed. I'm this, I'm that. That's not the case here. The case here was your own spirit guiding you to kind of, like I said, pull your energy back, recharge, kind of cut yourself off from others for a while, and even if you have to work within the public, really learn to know the difference between what is your energy and what is other people's energy so that those lines don't get fuzzy, so that you're not feeling so overwhelmed. All right, we have the Three of Swords. And so basically, once again, this is that introversion of really almost kind of shutting down. And I'm here to tell you, and your divine team is here to tell you that that's not a bad thing. Don't judge it, especially with the way things are going right now with the awakening, the spiritual awakening of humanity and the shifting of paradigms. Basically, we are moving into a new paradigm. I've been learning all about paradigms. A paradigm is like a group of people who all kind of believe the same way. More or less, they have like the same values they were raised with, the same belief system. And that paradigm is very protective to not let anyone in that would kind of tip the boat, so to speak. Well, the boat has been being tipped because we are moving into new paradigms. And so the best way to really kind of navigate those waters is with non-resistance, the path of least resistance, of really not judging things right now, but really seeing it as this paradigm change. All right, we have the temple path. I did this really cool activation the other day. I've been, finding these really cool activations to do like at least once a day on YouTube, here on this channel, and, here on this format, this platform of YouTube, that really resonate with me, that to help upgrade my energetic system, with codes, with blueprints. And in one of them, I actually, they actually had you to like go into like this temple, but the temple is actually in your mind. And you really had to focus on certain aspects of the temple, which was really pretty amazing, because we do have this temple inside of us. Each and every one of us are a temple, and we can upgrade our temple whenever we want to with, like I said, different, energetic frequencies, solfeggio frequencies. That really help to upgrade our system because we are energy. And so you're really being guided to do this, to really work on your individual temple, with dietary changes, connecting to nature, walking away from situations that no longer resonate, and connecting more to the plant. I can't get the card, to the plant and animal world. And disconnecting and going within. Well, Pisces, this is this is the collective reading for Pisces. If you'd like to have an individual reading to find out what's going on with you personally, reach out to me. I'll include in the description of the video my email address. Thank you for watching. They're $30 this month.